Ik zit hier backstage achter de Alpha tent, want zometeen over 3 kwartier moet Muse hier optreden. Matt, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. How are you?
This is exciting to play the new song.
Very much, yeah. Yeah, it brings a completely new dimension to the band and to the live set because we're playing with a fourth person now. Not every song, we have like a fourth person who's playing some electronic stuff with us, so that's adding like a new kind of dimension to what we're doing.
When was the last time that you stood on the dance floor?
It must have been around the time we were mixing the album when we were in New York for a while. Then we came back to England. I was in a club called the Dark Room in the Lower East Side of New York. And,
The dark room?
yeah, the Dark Room. Yeah, very moody.
You know what they do in a dark room, right?
You been there?
No, I'm a girl. I can't go into dark rooms.
Oh,
You know a dark room in Amsterdam, what it is?
oh no. What's that? Dark Room? You mean like you talking about the red lights or no?
Yeah, there's a dark room for gay people.
Oh, okay.
It's completely dark, but you didn't went to a thing like that.
No, it wasn't quite like that. No, it was more clean fun, really.
Your album is called Black Holes and Revelations. What are the great revelations in the life of Muse?
In life, like in life in general.
Or in your life?
Cool, blimey, that's tough. Revelations. Well, you know, I've learned a lot being on the road. You know, it's nice to live a life where you're outside of normal society in a way. You know, 'cause I think that's like a big attraction to being in a band. You know, because you get the chance to live a life outside of the norm, and so I've got to be a little bit objective to a normal life. I think, and I think that has been a revelation for me. You know, how living that life.
Can you give me an example about the life you live?
Well, you know, I mean, I'm not living a 9-to-5 situation, so. And I think when you live outside of the norm a little bit, you have freedom of thought. You know, you're not restricted by sort of having a boss telling you what to do or anything. So it's quite nice to live that way, you know. And but I don't know, revelations. There's been many. I think the reason why I call the album Black Holes Revelations is because to me there's two kinds of songwriting on the album. There's like. To me, the revelations are kind of things, personal things, revelations about yourself, songs where I'm kind of exposing something about my everyday life, like whether it be like a fight with my girlfriend or some feeling I've had about my past or something. And then there's other songs on the album, like Black Holes type songs, where I'm trying to find the sort of the unknown, more the outside of your imagination, the fringe of your imagination, you know, and looking for things which are maybe completely outside of your normal life. And so I've always been interested in those two types of songwriting, you know.
What kind of songs are the black songs?
They would be Night to Sidonia, maybe, which is a little bit strange, a little bit spacey. Sort of, it's about an old civilization on Mars, maybe. And Take a Bow, the first song, which is kind of like a big conspiracy theory kind of vibe, you know, where you sort of believe there's a bunch of crazy people who are trying to create a one-world government for us all to live like prisoners and get microchipped and all that kind of stuff. And so I kind of a little bit of paranoia in that song, maybe.
I read it in every interview that you guys were very harmonic and very happy when you were recording the album.
That wasn't true. No, no, we had ups and downs in the recording process. Many ups and downs. We went to the south of France to start recording, and we spent quite a lot of time just trying to reinvent ourselves. You know, like not to break the habits, you know, and do something completely new. And that was quite challenging to do that. And we had to face a lot of demons to get past that process, you know. And but then towards the end of the album, we started having a great time because we felt we had good songs, you know. But the creative process can be very difficult sometimes, you know, because you have to push yourself outside of what is common to you sometimes.
How did you do that?
I think being away from your home environment is quite important. We all went to the south of France because it was all far away from our home lives, so we didn't have like wives and girlfriends sort of telling us what to do, you know. So we were just kind of on our own really to sort of think up our own stuff. And also we lived for quite a long time, maybe about 6 weeks or something, without any TV or internet or anything. So we were very kind of separated from the things that normally influence you. And so I think it's good to maybe take a break from those things because it's quite surprising how much you can be manipulated by just things around your normal life, you know, whether it be TV and friends and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's good to take a break from that and get away from it and maybe find out who you really are sometimes.
I heard you were influenced by Belgian rock bands and Italian film music, right?
Yeah. I've always been into Belgian music, bands like Deus and Evil Superstars, Millionaire. I think it's always been very innovative, the music that comes out of there, very experimental for guitar music. I think very forward-thinking, you know. So I've always been into that stuff, and as well as I've been living in Italy for about a year, so I became a little bit familiar with Ennio Morricone, the guy who sort of makes this kind of he's famous for making music for the Western films, you know, but he also makes loads of other kind of South Italian sort of music, which is very influenced by some of the surrounding countries, some of the like North Africa, Turkey, and Croatia, and some of these countries that have got a very kind of different folk music to what we're used to in England. So I try to get a little bit of that stuff into the album.
How did you discover the Belgian band?
I don't know really. I think that goes back from when I was maybe 14 or 15, when I first was going to festivals in England. I used to go to like Reading Festival, and I remember seeing Deus there when I think I might have been 1994 or something, and I remember them being one of the most interesting acts that I saw. They're from Belgium, yeah. Or they're from Holland. They're from Belgium. Yeah.
After 4 albums, can you imagine a life without Muse?
It's difficult. No, I don't think I could now. You know, it's become such a dominant part of my life. You know, that it's in some ways it's become my life. You know, and I never expected to be this going this long. You know, I think we started when we were in school, and our expectation was to be just a band that had the chance to tour around the universities and maybe play to a few thousand people. Maybe that was like my definition of becoming. Like making it, you know, and so I think that we've gone very, very far beyond what we expected. So it's become like a major influence on me, and vice versa, I think.
Do you think, what will your life look like when Muse wasn't there?
I don't know. Maybe I'd be a full-time conspiracy theorist, or maybe like a scuba diver instructor. I'd love to be out in nature somewhere, like you know, maybe I'd work for the Forestry Commission. You know, the people who sort of help trees. You know, trees get ill, and you have these people that come and climb up and like put medicine on the tree. You know, I'd like to be near nature, maybe.
That's very interesting. Okay. But I'm glad you're making music, and I'm looking forward to see you on the stage tonight.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.